Welcome, friends. How are you? I am fantastic and doing really well. Oh God, excuse me. Blah, blah, blah. I hope everybody is feeling well. I hope everything is going okay. Already had the first yawn of the day, so that's certainly something, is it not? What is up? I will show you my scent of the day. How are you? Okay. Please consider becoming a member, friends. Memberships are now enabled, and it is something you can do. Oh, super chat. $5. Let's get quacking, says Germs. Yes. Hello, Sadie. Hello, Dushan. Hello, Franska Boy. And Andy. How are all of you? Let's get quacking, says Germs. Why? I haven't yawned all day. And now I've just yawned twice. What the hell's going on? It's not ideal. What is up? Shantaram. Sadie is wearing Shantaram EDT Bagalong. Fragrance Mafia. Soon to be mine. Yes? Please take your pick of emojis, friends. I have uploaded some. These are all the ones I can upload until I get more members. I think I've got 20 members, and then I've got... What have I got? I've got 20 members, and then I've got 10 gifted memberships. So, yes. Happy days. Welcome, Daniel, from Seldomly Often. How are you? Best yawn in Fragcom. Greetings all, salubrious felicitations, Duck. Welcome, Chekhov's Gundam. Welcome, Splinter47. Dushan is wearing Furio, or Furio. We have the two cats from the thumbnails, which are available for... emojis if you wish to put them out. We've got Paroli and his outstretched hand. We've got a bottle of Balenciaga. We've got a scared man. We've got the nuclear symbol for Amber Woods. And a duck. And some oak moss. The oak moss I know. How fun. Oh, excuse me whilst I hydrate. Nolan McKenna says, "It is my favourite British duck and the world's best fragrance reviewer. Welcome." Hello. Hello, Rich. Hello, everyone. Scent of the day, for some reason I'm yawning. Again. Scent of the day is Floridian Sweat. And still sweating. I can imagine. It's hot down in them bits. It's a swamp. Fuck that. You can keep that shit over there. It's hot enough over here. I can't handle it, like. I cannot handle it. I'm very scared. Germs is wearing cologne from the 68. the 68 ingredients. YouTube started doing this thing where they auto-translate your comments, and it makes excuse me, it makes content fucking, it makes content like reading a nightmare. Comment reading. Sadie, it's excellent. One of the most beautiful colognes I've ever smelled. Still didn't get my cologne today, and Mo snuck in. And he got his bottle, the swine. And then he got his bottle first, and then he posted a video first. Oh, I haven't worn this at all this year, and I really should have. It's fucking fantastic. It's so good. I can't believe they got rid of this, you know. Fucking ludicrous. Yeah, this thing's fucking peeling off, like. Well, it's not peeling off, it's just got that really weird sheen on it. It looks like it's got stuff on, but when you try and rub it off, it doesn't come off. Well, thank you for becoming a member, Deep Dab Wave. New Wave says, hello, sent of the day, the one and only, Xenia La Panoramica. Sounds interesting. Sadie, it's excellent. One of the most beautiful colognes I've ever smelled. Sorry. Today I watched Ramsey's first live stream from 4 years ago, says Dushan. His guest was Al Manzano. Good old days. Al Manzano, fucking hell. Has he been around 4 years? I haven't heard much from Al Manzano recently. Went a bit mad there, didn't he? Yes, this auto-translate is ridiculous. That bottle looked glorious, says Sadie. Amethyst CBX is Ferrari Silver Essence, anyone? I do have a Ferrari fragrance. It's called, where is it? It's back here, is it not? It is not. Where the fuck have I put it? Have I sold it? Surely not. It's actually really quite nice. Do you know, I might have, you know. Jesus, I think I have. Fuck. Oh. Well, I don't have a Ferrari fragrance. I had one, it was called Le Couvy. Or it was Couvy. Le Couvy. And I thought it was really nice, to be fair. I must have sold it. You would have thought I'd remember that. Bizarre. Bizarre, friends. Bizarre. I need to get my back scratcher because I'm fucking dying. There we are. Okay. Where are we? For all the great recommendations, I'm delighted to become a member. Yes, Deep Dab Wave has become a member. Fragrance Mafia has become a member. Thank you both for becoming members. That bottle looks glorious. What notes do you pick out the most, James? 68 ingredients is wild. Ingredients and notes are two very different things. There are perfumes with a lot more than 68 ingredients, but there are not often 68 notes. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Welcome, Noah. How are you? Why is my duck still cooking? He is cooking. He is cooking. He is very hot. I ordered it medium rare. I don't know. Should you be eating ducks medium rare? Is that safe? I don't know if duck is safe to be eaten raw. Raw. Thanks, Noah, for fixing your Discord, says Dushan. 4 years? It seems longer. Yes, Salman Zano. I think he'd been around a bit longer than that. He used to go on different streams. Like, the pandemic was fucking 6 years ago now. It's mental. Orange creamsicle. I've got citrus, florals, and immortelle. Linden blossom and iris stand out. It's pretty complex, but comes together beautifully. Welcome, Mo. Selfish spray. Hi, Aziz. Sadie says that sounds incredible. Back scratcher is the lord of the middle class behaviour. Well, it's either that or I scratch my back on the fucking. I scratch my back on the wall. You know. I can't be asked getting up and doing that. I've actually left the back scratcher over there. It was an extremely foolish decision, like. Welcome, Bob. I'm cooking duck as well. I eat raw beef muscle cuts, but I buy them from a trusted high quality place. Raw beef muscle. Good Lord. Shannon Murray, welcome. Good morning from Down Under. Wore original vetiver on Saturday. I wore original vetiver this week. I just can't remember what day. I wonder what day it was. Suman says, is the current Azaro Porom still good? Yes, it's all right. It's not great as it once was. I have got some vintage bottles I'm thinking of parting with one of them, but it is still decent. It's very decent. It's very decent. It keeps decent time. It smells a lot like Paco Rabanne. Speaking of which, this week I actually finished a bottle. I actually finished another bottle this week, friends. It was my Paco Rabanne Pour Homme. Oh no. Upsetting. I remember shaving my head during the pandemic. I looked like a convict. Did not suit me, says Fragrance Mafia. That's the time to do stuff like that, though, isn't it? It's the time to do shit like that. Do it again for the dome sprays. Oh, I have been known to spray the dome before, I must admit. Mo, be honest, how many times have you reapplied that cologne today? It's a good 2-hour wear, that cologne. Gone by the time I've done my glam. Well, the problem is with that is that the modern eau de cologne, the Polge one, is what, half an hour if you're lucky? Hello, Herb. Good thing you got over 900 ml. Rich, do you have any Chanel exclusive bottles left in your thing? No, I don't. No, I don't. Just not my style. Not my style. Perfume-wise. I must be honest. It's yeah, it's not. I just get old woman vibes from most of them, you know. Oh, the smell. Another bottle finished, friends. Another bottle finished. What am I to do? What am I to do, man? I'm going to be resting this until spring, at which point I will bring out another bottle, which I will find very hard to do because I love wearing Paco through the autumn and winter, especially through the autumn. But not to worry. It's probably the youngest bottle I've got, that, you know. Andrew Dice says, recent Azaro Pour On was the only super cheap thing I bought that I actually liked so far. Not amazing for my taste, but it works. It does. That's true. I love Chanel Eau de Cologne, but it's too expensive for what it is. Yes, exactly. Exactly that. It's far too expensive for what it is. Did you have any Chanel exclusive bottles? No. Pat Lester, welcome. Germ says the newer one lasted about 4 hours on me. Very weak 4 hours, but still there. Oh, that's not bad. What's Le Leon like? Shite. It smells like Shalimar to me. With like a cherry note in it. Spaced Out says, is Cristal Eau de Toilette as unisex as 31 Rue Cambon? I want to blind buy it. Don't blind buy it. I wouldn't say it's unisex. It's very green, though. It is very green, Cristal. It's like a mentholated kind of green, you know? It's, It's... I've got a vintage. Huh? I've got a vintage left. I sold most of them. Ugh. I did have quite a few. But I did sell most of them. Here it is. This is the Eau de Parfum. It's not the Eau de Toilette. I think I sold the Eau de Toilette. There we are. Cristal. That is my vintage Cristal. It's really nice. It's a little bit smoky there, actually. Cristal EDT, at least in vintage, is substantially more masculine. Cologne Indelible lasts a bit longer on me. Yes, Rich. Old woman vibes exactly, but they are so polished and smooth. They are. They are. That's exactly what they are. Mo says some outrageous theories in that comment section of that vid, like the chap saying they scrape the metal barrels of all Chanel perfumes, combine it, put some alcohol in, and then sell it as the eau de cologne. That is the biggest reach I have ever heard in my life. It's so patently bollocks. It barely demands a fucking. It barely demands a response. Like, the. I think the only response is just to tell them they're talking shit, really. Because, as you can imagine, a perfume. This is what happens when you let people think layering is okay. They think you can just put any two fragrances on top of each other and it'll smell at least somewhat passable. And this person, when you read that comment, it's like, it's said with such confidence that you're just like, do I need to double check this? And then you think about it logically and you're like, obviously fucking not. This is just lunacy. You know? So fuck that. It's just totally mental. The way some people carry on is just crackers, like. Which pack of Rabanne Pour Homme you recommend getting? I mean, get as old as you can possibly get, but the one with the raised P on the glass is good. The metallic one's still sounding, it's the original. But the one with the raised P, I think, is probably where you're gonna find the sweet spot, like. Some outrageous theories in the comments of that vid. Oh, sorry. Savage Play. Ah, yes, I bet the touch of Antaeus and the tickle of 19 in the bass. Chanel aren't good blind buys. No, they're not, I agree. Not that people should be blind buying, but I've not finished a bottle in 21 years or so. I'm usually gifting them away once they're under a quarter capacity. Good evening, Pradeep. I would rather use them. I would just rather use them up. I tend to favour them when they're that low and use them more, such as what I'm doing with my Montfresh at the minute, wearing Montfresh all the time. All the time that I possibly can at the moment. And I'm probably going to keep wearing it, so I'll pull it out here. That's how much I've got left. Right. That will last me the rest of the summer and maybe a couple of weeks into autumn. And I'll wear it for them couple of weeks just to finish it off. Which do you prefer, Labdanum and Sara Noir over the Leon? Neither. Don't like Labdanum very much. Don't like it very much at all. I bought this hoping it was going to smell like a creamsicle. It was just too harsh for me. Sold it as the price went up through the roof. I do think it has creamsicle about it. But I really like the Mugler thing, you know. I really like the Mugler thing. It was very 90s gay culture, clubbing, sexually quite aggressive. Maybe not gay culture, but sexually quite aggressive. But in a neon way. I'm enjoying my LV City of Stars sample, says Spaced Out. It has a tiara flower sandalwood thing. Very beautiful and super long lasting for summer. Cristal EDP, love the melon and dusty oak moss. Very smoky for me. Oh, here's Lilith. Let me in, she says. Cristal by Edmond Runetska and Henri Robert. Welcome, Lilith. Cristal Overt is so good. Yes, it is. Cristal is basically a defruited, defloraled Diorella. Defruited, defloral Diorella. I need to try the EDP. Southern Cologne fan, Duck. Not Southern Cologne fan. I've always been a Cologne fan. I just haven't worn them as much as I should. I haven't talked about them as much as I should. Please like the stream. Please like the stream, friends. Please like the stream. Yes, Herb, I understood and enjoyed vintage Diorella EDT much more after I fell in love with the vintage Cristal EDP. I love both, Sadie. I'm very lucky owner of 30mm vintage Diorella X-Tray. I have a couple of vintage Chanel Cristals too, but wouldn't purchase probably. Still need to try Cristal Overt and the vintage EDT. Need to try Overt too. That's incredible. Diorella X-Ray sounds glorious. Anyone know how Leon and Coromandel are doing in the most recent bottle, says Bill. I think I heard someone saying the Leon isn't as good anymore. Herb says, Rich, it's a bit blurry, but who is there's Indomitable's bottle? Hiding behind the Cristal. It is, I want to say, Indonesia. It is Indonesia. It's a skull in Indonesia. It's fantastic. I also have the Haiti. Bro, did they change Overt much when it went from EDT to EDP? It's more sparkly and fresh now. Who was sexually aggressive? The men. Yes, Rich, my goal is to finish my bottles, especially now that all in on artisanal niche and fragrances that represent myself more completely. Well, if that is what you are into, then yes, you should finish your bottles. Pure leather is the only milk glue I don't really like, and the leather note smells like an old leather boot. It's kind of like a stock. I had pure leather. I had loads of them. I had like 9, 10, 11. I wish I'd done I wish I'd done like a video where I like had them all in the video and talked about them and stuff. But I think it was kind of like a stock leather. It didn't feel like it was very. It felt like they'd literally got. Amen. Toned it down a bit and then just bolted a leather note on. A bit like what Rose and Queer feels like to me. I hated that fragrance. I hated the leather note in that. It felt really, really, really standard and average and just shit, really. That sort of thing. I'll have to give them a go. Good evening, Johnny Toblerone. Do the cologne video, Duck. I'm going to send the link to Chanel marketing team. Aren't we all defloraled? Says defloral note. Duck, where does Amber Top Cappy stand in the 2000s aquatic melon perfume list? I'm not a massive fan. In fact, I'm pretty sure I don't like that one. Rich, when are you getting your imagination parcel? Well, somebody changed their mind and decided to sell the perfume instead of giving it to me. I reckon you will wear it and enjoy it. He was going to send me it for the culture, but he has no culture. He who shall not be named. What do you think about Hermes Essence's new releases being EDP? It doesn't do anything for the OCD, does it? You know what I mean? Oh, look, I've got like 15 bottles of eau de toilette, and then all of a sudden they release like an eau de parfum. You know? Ugh. Why did you do that? Ooh, Montfresh, very nice. Yeah, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. I've got a couple of backups of this. Oh, it's so good. I have got a recent bottle though, and it's very much watered down. It's going to be the bottle I use next, and I'm just going to have to put on much, much more. And I always put on quite a bit of this actually, so bit of a nightmare that. But I did get it cheap, so I'm not complaining too much. Lily, I'm still fully floraled. Me too, says Lily. Today, says Embed. Welcome. If anybody would like to become a member, the link is pinned. A membership awaits you, friends. You can have your pick from the emojis at the moment. We have a duck, we have Balenciaga Porom, we have Max, we have Lionel, we have Oakmoss, we have Shitter, we have the nuclear warning symbol for Amber Woods, we have Paroli and his monkey hand, and we have some scared dude, which is me, a scared dude. All linked to channel lore. Recently bought a fish and owl and salmaran. Have a sample of Mont Thration. It's rather nice. Tea's a bit sweet in it though. I think it's the rest of the fragrance that's sweet. The tea's probably the only thing that isn't like. Kid Kentucky says, I have a bottle of Ultra Zest batch from March 2015. It is great, but don't overspray. Correct. It is potent. It is potent. Most potent. Somebody downstairs has made toast, and I'm not getting any. Tripler, welcome. Omar says, happy Saturday, happy Saturday. EDP price tag is basically to put up the price without any legal issues. Sadie says, I wonder how much the formulations have changed from EDT to EDP of the Hermes Essence. Well, I mean, look at what Chanel did. They changed everything. They made it fucking thinner. And they called it an eau de parfum. No Hermes Essence has changed from EDT to EDP, says Pradeep. People are posting emojis, which is what they are for. We need the hydration emoji. Ah, yes. I need more members. I need more members before I can unlock another emoji. The more members you have, the more emojis you unlock. Where's the dehydration? Well, I could do that as well. Is that Frenchy Levand back there? It certainly is, Herb. Rich, what do you think about masculine pluriel? Not for me. Not really a fan of much that's... not really a fan of much that's out of that house, to be honest. Which vintage Anik Goutal is that in the left corner? Vetiver. I had Vetiver, but I sold it. The vintage Goutal is Eau de Sud. I haven't worn that this year, actually. Probably should have, like. I need to wear some Goutal cologne next week. Hadrian, that's a really good one. Sud, that's that over there. Vetiver, not for me. Bit dark and smoky. Don't like Vetivers when they're that ragingly dark. Will the stream be finished by 11? Yes, our time, yes, absolutely. Be finished at 10 o'clock, roughly. There or thereabouts. I'll certainly not be going 3 hours. I have played 15 hours of Red Dead Redemption in the last 3 days. I was outwitted by an e-beaver to an obscene amount. I was completely given the runaround by this e-beaver and an e-raccoon. The e-raccoon was absolutely fucking wasting us. The e-squirrel went down pretty easy, but the e-beaver was a nightmare. But I finally managed to get them all, you know. Raccoon. I was given the runaround by fucking iguana as well. Iguana. I like masculine pluriel a lot, says Aziz. Well, that's why you have your own money to buy it. And your own nose to smell it. And your own skin to wear it. I mean, I like plenty of fragrances that other people don't like. I like plenty of fragrances that I'm not too sure about myself, I think. I certainly wear some fragrances I'm not too sure about. Have you ever tried a Zaro pour-on? Oh, no, but I would like to try the Intense. Masculine Pluriel is the better Rive Gooch pour-on, says Mo. Ah, I'm not a massive fan of Rive Gooch. I'm not a massive fan of Rive Gooch at all. I thought it was nice, don't get us wrong. I don't think it's shit. It's not a bad perfume. That's not what I'm saying. I just don't... Just... It's £100 perfume, like. Obviously, it's not £100, but that's what I think it's worth, like. You used to be able to pick them up for like £30, man. They couldn't give them away. You know? It's crazy. The most rich fragrance do you have? I'm not about the price, but the scent itself, says Rag Devil. Do you know, I don't like fragrances that are too rich. I would... it would be one of the autumn and winter selection. If you come back in about 5 weeks' time, I'll be able to answer that question for you because I'll have them all out in front of us. Please like the stream, friends. 21 likes with 62 people watching, which is a lot of people. Thank you. I hope you are all well. Please consider becoming a member, friends. I'm thinking of making the back catalogue of the live streams members only. Because I want to do stuff for the members. I'm also thinking about giving, like, you know, early access to like future content to the members as well. Because I want to do stuff for the members more than just emojis. But I mean, I won't lie to you, the emojis is what finally pushed us over the edge to enable memberships, though. The fucking mint. I love it that you can have fucking crazy your own emojis that you can just make yourself. I'll have to think on about the most rich fragrance I have. I understand the question, though. The vintage juice, anyway. Grey one, says Mo. Eau de Monsieur is a really good Goutal cologne. I never hear anyone mention it. Yes, it is, but I don't think it's not. For me, I prefer the Hadrian and the Eau de Sud in that kind of style. You know, I'm not saying it smells the same. I'm just saying it's that kind of style. You know, Eau de Hadrian's lovely. Ninfeo Mio's a really good fragrance, but as soon as it touches my skin, that greenness, for some reason, just turns to death. Even the salesman, I was all ready to buy this fragrance, Ninfeo Mio. Sprayed it on car. I was like, that is incredible. I'll buy it. This was about 10 years ago. I was like, I love it. I'll buy it. Fucking... I was like, hold on a second. I was walking over the counter. I was like, let's just spray this on my skin. Sprayed it on my skin and smelled it. I was like, ooh, that's awful. And I put it under the, like, I was like, smell that. Put it under the thing, and the bloke was like, oh my God. He was like, you're right. He was like, you can't, he was like, you can't wear that. I was like, I know. And the same thing happened to us with Paul Monsieur by Chanel, the EDT. The EDT smells like death on me. It smells beautiful. I love the smell of it. Just as soon as it touches my skin, it smells like bad death. You know what I mean? It smells like chemical death, like you've fallen into a vat of bleach. It's awful. Oops, then I missed half of the stream, says Franska Boy. Oh, welcome back, sir. Eau de Monsieur's really good Goutal Cologne. Oops, what? Sorry. DMS says, "Hi, evening, friends. Scent of the day, Une Nuit Nomade's Memory Motel." What's the difference between Invasion Barbare and Masculine Pluriel? I mean, Invasion Barbare's got a violet leaf and a cardamom. Damn, Tripler, you've got all the classics. That was once so hard to come across. I'm always worried about blind buying because people say they turn easily. You just make sure you've got the option to send them back if they're fucked. You know? Buying through eBay is really good for that. eBay are heavily weighted towards the buyer. I know this because I've sold on there and bought on there a lot. And they're definitely weighted towards the buyer. You know? But then again, I suppose if you're selling stuff, I've only ever had one bad interaction on there, and that was with that fucking Noir piece. Yeah. So, I mean, I've returned stuff to people. No, people have returned stuff to me before. You know, when they've told like like little lies where they've been like, oh, like it's off, it's fucking not, it hasn't, it's not right, it's not this, I'm not. I'm like, mate, just say you got buyer's remorse, or just say you wanted to. But well, you can't do that. I suppose you can't really admit to that, can you? But say you wanted to buy it so that you could smell it, and if you didn't like it, you were going to send it back because some people do that as well. Wankers. We are all being regaled about Duck's experience with E-Beaver. E-Beaver was properly giving us the runaround. Rich, what's your take on Mark Buxton and the fragrances he does for Moth and Rabbit? Mate, I've never smelled them. Costa, I have never smelled them. Mark Buxton knows what he's doing, though. He knows how to make a fragrance, does Mark Buxton. Welcome, Frank. I love both the original and the Azzaro Pour-On. Intense Azzaro Pour-On, excuse me. They used to be all over Macari, Sadie. Very good. Most rich thing I own is Anubis. Yeah, I'll tell you what I haven't worn this year, actually. Tobacco Rose. I haven't worn that this year. It's very good. Reminds me of Rose de Nuit. Which is not a bad thing, Jesus. Maybe the richest thing I used to own was Bee by Zoologist. That was rich. That was too rich. Far too rich. Too thick. Too rich. I own Success by MCM, and I really like that. But the honey in that is balanced brilliantly against the oak moss. I didn't buy it, but it's one of the best from the house, alongside the Rose Elmworm and the Silver Fluidity. Hello, Frank. Mowing grass, sipping seltzer. Just popped in. Pooped in. Pooped in what, says Johnny. Do you like Jasada Ambassador? I've never smelled it, mate. With Anubis, you smell like a pharaoh. Do feet streams for the members, says Lily. As a member, I want a top 10 video. You can't have one. Stop that. Like and subscribe, says Red Dead Dad. Welcome, Red Dead Dad. How are you? How's your neck? How's your shoulder? Some pretty gnarly surgery back there. Buxton does great, quirky, wearable stuff. I just wore Dead Air from Oddity this morning. Great cold ozonic, violet and resin fragrance. That does actually sound quite nice. I'll tell you what that reminds us of. Narciso Rodriguez for him. Top 10 shitters. The thing is, I don't own them. I'd love to. Yeah, I could do that for members, couldn't I? Top 10 shittest perfumes I've ever smelled. I'd have to give it a good think though, because I've done a lot of therapy to banish those from my mind. Like, they're buried deep. So I'd have to come back to them. Tripler has gifted 5 memberships. This is possible. This is possible, friends. Franska boy. Fat Windbag Ben. Welcome, Fat Windbag Ben. Dobadab K. Jeffrey Harris. And the tree where we once sat. All were gifted memberships. They're just randomly handed out, by the way. He doesn't get to pick. Or so I'm told. Well, thank you very kindly, Tripler. It's quite cool when people get, like, I've had a few memberships gifted to us. It's cool. It's cool. Bad Omen Water. Often braff and licked. Ah. Lily. Rudy. I forgot those Mugler fragrances even existed. I like the original. I've still got the original. I've got Pure Chili, Pure Tonka, and Ultra Zest. And I do like Ultra Zest, but somebody hit us with I wasn't going to sell it, but somebody hit us with the old, it's my birthday coming up. So I was like, oh. And I've worn it today just to make sure I wasn't like, you know, just to make sure that I wasn't going to be like hanging on to it for no reason. But yeah, I think they'll get more out of it than I will. And it is their birthday, so. The hell is this on its side? It's got some kind of mark on it, but it's in a straight line. I mean, it looks like something's been. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see that actually. Can you? It's like there. It's just like dirt. But it's like I don't want to say like glue, but like, you know when you take glue off something and you get like little bits of, or you take sellotape off something and you get a bit of glue thing. Maybe that's the way somebody's packaged it when they sent it to us. I don't think you need to wrap this in bubble wrap, really, do you? You just put it in a box and send it like it's its own kind of protection. Oh, Sham brother, I'm glad I picked up the Intense, and man, how special was the Zorro pour-on when I discovered it in the 80s. There was no way to not love it. I know I used a 100ml back then. Oven light? That's good to know, thank you. Lily, what's that mean? Rich, have you sampled Vet of a Messenger? No, I haven't. Fliss was going to send us her sample of it, but then she used it instead. Auto-translate is getting everyone. Yes, oven light. Macari is more cellar leaning. Thank God. Well, we don't have it over here. What the hell do I care? Your face, thumbnail maxing, says Lilith. Still don't feel normal taking thumbnails. It is strange, but I don't put my face to thumbnails or in the videos usually, you know. Been on stream a few times, but not. I don't know, I just don't feel like I need to. This is me vibe, you know. This is me vibe. When I finally get this thingy sorted, which should be happening around my birthday, it's getting painted the room in September, early September, and then we'll be getting the carpet in within weeks after that, if not days. So we'll see. After that, I might rearrange the room so that I've got somewhere to sit and film and stuff like that. On Macari, someone bought my girl a brand new presentation. Brand new old presentation. I made up some crap about it, watered down basic, said it was fake, probably sampled it and didn't like it. Got the item back and resold it to someone else with no issues. Blocked that bastard. Yeah, basically that kind of happened to me with the Noira piece. Some kid bought it. It messaged back saying, "Oh, I thought it was going to be beast mode, but it wasn't." I was like, "Well, one, you docked points for saying the word beast mode. Two, docked more points for being a performance prick. And 3, fuck you. I don't like you. And eBay still made us take it back, but I was like, oh, I can't sell it because they've took it and used it. So eBay gave us me money back as well because I've like basically, and then he left negative feedback that took that off me profile. So they deleted his feedback. They gave me the money, right? Because I said he'd ruined the fragrance. And then and then I blocked that shit house as well. Fucking little gimp. Success is fabulous, says Tripler. It is. It's fantastic. It's fantastic and doing really well. I do need to have a clear out though. I do need to get rid of some more spring and summer fragrances. I do. I've got much more spring and summer fragrances than I do autumn and winter ones. And if you told us when I started decluttering that would happen, I'd have laughed at you. Has anybody seen that Fragrantica is trying to turn into a social media fucking platform? It's mental. Someone else with no issues. I think Buxton made Club Wasser for Wiener Blut. Probably my favourite Angelica perfume. Club Wasser, Club Water. For Willy Bum. Is it safe to get modern Azzaro pour on? Yes, I can text for shit without my glasses, and that's sneaky autocorrect, always bollocksing it all up. Yes, it is safe to get the modern one. It's not as good as the vintage one, but I clicked on the day. I actually bought something today, and while I was there, because I thought about wearing my Azzaro pour-on. Finishing the Paco Rabanne pour-on has made us think I need to wear more of my Azzaro pour-on now. And because I got these at roughly the same time, right? And I've worn Paco Rabanne pour-on much more than I've worn Azzaro pour-on, and they're both brilliant. But after I'd bought something on eBay, I went looking for what's it called? Azzaro pour-on, and the prices have fucking gone up quite considerably. Like, you're not getting anything under 100 quid now. Like, under 150 quid, basically. Unless you're getting a small bottle, and even then, they're like 150 quid. It's quite surprising, and there's not a lot of choice. There's like 2 bottles on eBay. Same happened to me, Rudy. They found that I sent something else than what I listed. Dumb hoe. Thank you so much. I'm so broke this month. It makes me happy to be a member, says Franska Boy. I think you get 30 days. It's either 30 or 31 days. You get a month. I used to track the fragrances that were scrubbers. I stopped doing it, though. They were mostly vanilla-focused fragrances and synthetic amber wood bombs. Basically everything with amber wood's in a total shit I like. I could put in that Neath as one of my top 10 shitters. Still atrocious. I've been back and smelled it a couple of times. It's fucking woeful. I don't understand how anybody, and believe us, I'm very much in the minority, but I don't understand how nobody can smell that. How anybody can smell that and say it's not chocked full of amberwood, top to bottom. I don't understand it. I mean, obviously, I'm very sensitive to it, but it's just. Sisu for him is ace. Nearly didn't get it though. Is it similar to Portrell, which I already have? It's definitely worth having it. It's definitely worth having. Do you have any body mists? I use antiperspirant, but just as an antiperspirant. I don't have any body mists. I use eau de colognes if I just want to like spray something on to smell extra later. But usually if I want to do that, I'm wearing samples, you know? I'm wearing Dior Essence from the 80s. It's bloody brilliant. I want 10 backups. You are very much the way I think still, I suppose. If you find stuff that's brilliant and you know what you should do, you should back up stuff that you love, and only back up multiple bottles if you're sure you can get your money back. So if you're buying rare stuff like Balenciaga Pour or Pavarotti or Silver Stem, or like vintage Paco Rabanne Pour, like stuff that's got like limited quantity. Because what'll happen is that the prices will at least stay still, you know. And it's worth backing up stuff that's in a formulation that you like, because one thing you can almost guarantee is that formulas will change throughout the years. And one day you'll go to smell one of your favorite perfumes that you've been wearing for 5 years, and you'll smell it in the shop, and you'll be absolutely fucking mortified by what you're confronted with. You're like, that's not the same perfume. And they'll swear blind it is, but it isn't. Greetings, mindful awareness. Acqua di Parma Mandolo di Sicilia, fantastic in the med heat and all beauty, 180ml bargain. I've got that. It's fantastic. It's got loads of white residue. It's got loads of white residue around the cap. I don't know why it's done that. Yes, Fragrance Mafia made me an offer he couldn't refuse. Angel Vintage is my favourite Mugler, says Chekhov's Gundam. When the Stars Rejoice. Oh, wow. That's amazing. You should do a video on it soon. And other vintage Dior's, Franska. Yes, you should. No one can make bottles like that these days. Just bottles are just shite now. Rudy says it's my birthday tomorrow. It's happy birthday. I'd like your whole fragrance collection for free. Fuck your birthday. I'll send a dress. You cannot. My daughter's daughter took her knee brace off and sniffed it. What the fuck? A full-on savoury power sniff. That's fucking, I hope it was a woman. That's, well, even so, fuck that actually. I'll take that back massively. Fuck that doctor. I'll become a member as soon as you do a panty dropper video. You will never become a member. Well, that's okay. Or is it? Yes, it's alright, don't worry. Would you wear Cristal yourself, Doc? Probably. I'd have to be in a very particular place, mood. I just keep that. I like the smell of it more than I like the idea of actually wearing it. You know? Please, no massive shelf of bottles behind you. No. The bottles are staying in this fucking cupboard. It's the perfect storage solution. It's absolutely perfect, right? It's made of wood. The temperature doesn't go up too much. The temperature doesn't go down too much, right? It's perfect for the light is because it's a bureau, and I can put the desk up so they're not exposed to the light. It's perfect. It's utterly perfect. I will not be changing my storage thing. Those people who leave their things on, they just can't complain, because they're exposed. You cannot complain if your perfume goes off at that point, So, you're all good to see you here. Welcome, Somatic Alchemist. Creed Santal Imperial. I used to have that and sold it too. Harsh. Certain fragrances bring out those kinds of people. Durum Parfum Ventus, for example. Yeah. Fragrantica just posted excuse me? Iris Pudra says Fragrantica just posted an Odyssey film review the other day. What a time to be alive. That they are definitely trying to change that into a social media platform. They're definitely trying to do it. It'll be rammed with conspiracy theories within about a week. I saw Fragrantica post a review of the Odyssey. Yeah, I mean, I use Fragrantica for nothing else but chronicling my collection, what I've got, what I had, and for tracking what I've worn. And it's not even that good for that, if I'm being honest. The car is hella dirty and I still procrastinate, and this is duck maxing. Quack maxing. Quaxing. Richard, think it's worth tracking down an older 5 o'clock Ocean Genre? No. Well, when you say older, don't go Palais Royale. I don't even know if it came out in the Palais Royales, to be honest. I don't know if it came out in the Palais Royales at all, but it came out in the old SL bottles. I mean, I'm about to show you 2 Palais Royales, and there's another Palais Royale, and there's another Palais Royale. For the love of good fuck! Right, hold on. Here we go. This is the exact bottle of which you speak. No, that bottle there is fine. Just that bottle's fine. If you're talking about the new bottles with the new thing on, then yeah, this is the one I would go for. Oh fuck. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Yeah, I really hate the currently Tons branding as well. Yeah, it's awful. They could have just kept the old bottles and everybody would have just never batted an eyelid. Completely timeless. Completely timeless design. I love old creeds, no matter the fan base they have. I take it are very, very much based on smell alone. And it's individual ones. Loads of people like Millesime Imperial. Again, it had that black currant thing going on. The same with Green Valley. Green Valley's really nice, but is it worth the hype it gets? Not at all. No. Is it? Is it as? Is it brilliant? No. It's good. It's really good, but it's got that black currant thing in, and I really like the smell of it, right? But the black currant thing in it just fucks it. Like, it just smells awful on me. Maybe my nose just picks it up as awful, you know? Where are we? And then I have a t-shirt with inscription, Punk is dead long ago. Welcome, Sigma Mayo. Thank you for becoming a member. That's very kind. Neath is going to be the best of 2026 then. Is Amberwood and Ambroxone the same? Pass. Amberwoods is more of like a... for me, Amberwoods is more of a class of materials. Punk is dead. Fragrance Mafia says, same here, spaced out. I'm good at creative reformulated virgin oil and water and original vetiver. I've got original vetiver and I've got a backup, and I had virgin oil and water, but I sold it. Virgin oil and water for me suffered from the same thing as Millesime Imperial and Green Valley. It's got that black currant note in, which disagrees with us massively. I really don't like it. It's got a really odd twinge about it. It's atrocious, the new Luchon's blowing, though I don't mind the current bell jars. Yeah, the bell jars have always been nice. It's like the Amberwoods is the base cologne, all its variants are flankers. I too struggle with modern woods. Think of Rich Mitch as your fragrance DJ, voice on the air, spinning bottles. Spinning bottles until they all fall over. Woodsy shit. I can't parse out the other elements. It's just woods and shit. It's Spaced Out says, I thought Rich will say, and one day you will go to sleep and never wake up. Glad it didn't take that dark turn. The new Luton's logo reminds me of some kind of Japanese ninja mole rat. It's the thing is with it, right, is that it is owned by Shiseido, you know? It's all owned by Shiseido now, so they've got people in charge of all of that, you know? This is probably the most underrated Surge. No one ever talks about it. Roos. Big Roos. Ah. Probably the most accessible as well, you know, because it's cinnamon. It's lots of cinnamon. I think there's only three Serge Lutens you could probably wear for the summer that I've got now anyway. I used to have more Santal Blancs, really good. Got me Palais Royal Santal Blanc there. Miel du Bois, that's a honey fragrance that doesn't taste like sugar, which is what most honey tastes like now, actually. It doesn't taste like honey or sugar at all. You know what I mean? Fuck. There we are. I'll love to hear the duck laugh. Quack. Desert of the Night. Edition I have not. I'm a vintage geezer at heart. Moderns I have are the Deliric Geese, Philosopher's Walk, and Beaudejeu. One rare 1 million. Ali! Welcome, Ali. Don't slate me, mate. I'm into Sauvage, Prada, Luna, Carbon, Polo Red, For Work, Zara, London, Savile Row, any good or all shite. You are in the realm that most people are in, mate, with fragrances. In that you want something that smells relatively clean, fresh, presentable, tolerable. I don't like Sauvage. Prada Luna Carbon isn't bad. Polo Red's okay. I'm not a fan of Zara either, but those fragrances are like. I don't know. I feel like if I owned all of those, I would only need one of them. And they all do very similar things. But I sent Certi Danny like loads of samples, mate. I can send you some if you want, like of some stuff that you might like. It might just expand your palate. Say if like, you know, I won't send you stuff that like smells like cow shit like I did to him. I sent him a sample of the night, which is £1,000. Well, it's more than £1,000 a bottle. But it does genuinely smell like cow shit. It genuinely smells like you know when they spray the fields. It's what it smells like. And yes, a lot of people want to smell like that. I eventually sold it. Menacing duck laugh. My fragrances are behind closed doors. Cold doors? Cold and closed. My fragrance storage has air conditioning. I do not have. Welcome, Mitra K. Everyone's saying hello. Hi, Rich. What do you think about Azzaro Porom in comparison with Tuscany per Uomo? They're not too dissimilar. So I think Tuscany per Uomo could have been based on Azzaro Porom, right? But it's different. It's got the anise. It's got the leather. It's got the It's got the anise. It's got the leather. It's got the. It's so good. Big lemon at the top. Fuck off. It's got all of that. So it's the lavender's very, very similar though. It's dry, clean, fresh. I'm not married to that Charles Dellis. You're not a member, Mitra? Let's fix it. There is indeed a Palais Gingembre. Is there really? Delis sent one membership. Bobby Tutu got the membership. We have Bobby Ono and we have Bobby Tutu. I have that version. It's fantastic. Thank you, Delis. No, thank you. You didn't have to. It's Apres, not Delis. I've dead named him. I've dead named him. I have that version. It's fantastic. Story of my life. Oh. Dean says, hey, Mitch, how would you order Filippo Sorcinelli fragrances to the UK? I'd be nervous to over-order C's. Go to 50 mil. They sell them. That's how I would do it now. I used to get them from Essenza Nobile in Germany, and they used to... well, I didn't. I never got caught by the customs paying taxes. Let's put it like that. But that's not a possibility now. I think they cracked down on it a bit. But Essenza Nobile, not Essenza Nobile. 50 mil. 50 mil is they sell real stuff, and they sell Filippo Sorcinelli's at a good price, and you don't pay customs. I think the customs is included in the price of the perfume. Is any Creed with the hype it gets? Green Irish Tweed, when it used to get hyped, was worthy. Bois de Portugal doesn't get hyped. It's worthy. I don't know about any of the others. I mean, Aventus, no. Every fucker talks about Aventus and had done it. It's a combination of Aventus not being as good as everybody said it was, and a combination of everybody piling in as if it was like a religious fucking like item, you know? Like a piece of the true cross or some shit like that, you know what I mean? 5 o'clock is still good in its current version, though that font is seductive. Yeah, the font's top stuff. Well, I stopped using Fragrantica since an article writer banned me for calling my shelf a pseudo-artisanal micro brands. Well, fuck them. I don't interact with them, like. Okay, you have a membership too, right? She does not. You can't buy memberships for specific people, like. Yeah, you can't do it. You just got to buy one, and the machine, the machine picks it for you. You know. I don't think so. Good evening, all. Thank you for my gifted membership. Whoever gifted it, says Derbadabka. Yes, probably. Oh, you mean my channel? Yeah. I'll subscribe to. I can't pick favorites. I'll become a member if you send my daughter cheaper fragrances. Agreed, Dior. Fuck that. That is expensive. Agreed, Dior is expensive. That's the one General Ortega pushes, isn't it? Chanel should create a fantasy note in your honor and name it Mitronella. Lufthansa has been conducting private ceremonies with influencers at his Marrakesh palace for Nuit Doimbi. I'm just so... It's sad, that, for me, you know. I hope he puts a curse on them or something like that. That sounds like something he would do. My boy won his soccer championship today. Couldn't be happier. It's football, but not to worry. Good for him. I am chuffed. Roos is a beauty spot, but pretty short-lived lifespan on me. The OJ Luna Rossa is nice. Minty lavender. Yeah, I like mint. I like lavender. Eau de Minte. Top fragrance. I'm wearing Loewe 001 cologne today, James. Bruton Gaster says, thank you for the amazing Ambra Stone recommendation. It's amazing. Scratching my real ambergris. Always looking for more, though. Honestly, if you send me cow shit, I'll become a member, says Rectech Dad. It's expensive cow shit, too. Put some on yesterday for work. It's fantastic. I'm loving my anise lately for some reason. Good way to get sweetness in your diet. So, anise, Smalto pour on, and Tuscany per uomo. Do you know Azzaro pour on? Has this not got anise in it? I might be wrong. I might be wrong. Anise would be a lovely name for a baby girl. Anus? She's great. Imagination feels like the new Aventus in terms of hype. Yes, it does. I don't know that it's reached Aventus levels yet, but it's at the point where, I mean, Aventus didn't, I mean, Imagination's been out for 8 years. I didn't realise that. I thought Imagination was fairly recent, like. But Imagination is getting to that sort of, sustained hype to the point where it's becoming a status symbol, a status that you've got money and you know how to spend it. I'm in the process of downloading all her old diaries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ambitious. That was the best smelling and loudest football mom out there. That's a good one. I love Annie's Nin. Fun fact, cow shit is actually not a shit. Well, that is fun. How is cow shit not shit? How is it not a shit? I hope Mal never does any more desert gems. It's a cow pat. It is a cow pat. But what's the difference between a pat and a shit? I hope Mal never does any more desert gems, says Pradeep. Pradeep feels betrayed. He feels betrayed, friends. He feels betrayed. It's his favourite brand. Pradeep Mal. Les Pradeep Adablas. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. And they secretly puke it out like ambergris. Where are we? Hey, I'm not a shit, says Pat Lester. Pat Lester has been accused of being a shit. That's the shitter emoji that you have seen there before you. I think I'm going to change that. You can't make out the word shitter, can you? I wanted to put outrageous, and I had. Last time I had an emoji that said outrageous, but you couldn't make it out. You couldn't make it out. So it might not be able to happen, that, because you can't really like read it. Discussing the intricacies of cow pat. Dear Lord. Divide the word into 3 lines. Out, a rage, oos. Yeah, I know, but it's still hard to make out, Lily. You could try and do that. If you do that, if you draw one of those up, Lily, I will try and make. Yes. I will try and make. Try and make it into an emoji. Because I have no computer skills whatsoever. Not anymore. No Photoshop skills, I should say. That's not right. That's not right. Yeah, I can use a computer perfectly fine. I just try not to, like. Well, I did, but they're just pictures I've like taken. I've like lifted these pictures off. I don't know what the legality is, but I've lifted these pictures off the internet. Apart from the Balenciaga one, the Balenciaga pour homme is a bottle, picture of my own bottle. I should have a Serge Luton's one as well. Actually, I should have a Serge Luton's one. I guess legally cow shit is a shit, but essentially it's a fermented product. Isn't that what all shit is, though? Isn't all shit a fermented product? In that kind of definition, sir? Fermented plant matter. Ali has sent a super chat. Thank you very much, sir. Will high karate get me a bird? Don't tell the wife. I will refrain. I am no snitch. At high karate, have you seen the advert? You will have to fight them off. You will have to learn karate. I haven't got any high karate, actually. I do have, not only do I have Old Spice, but I've got a vintage Old Spice. So I've got an Old Spice from fucking... Whoa! It's got the short alcohol. It's got the short ingredients list on the back. Alcohol denatured, aqua, parfum, and benzyl alcohol. And there she blows! Arr, matey. Good fragrance. Good fragrance. This is the eau de cologne. It's got Cyrillic on the back, so... Don't know where my mate picked this up. It's creamy. It's spicy and creamy. It smells like Christmas. Like a Christmas pudding or something, but without the sweetness. But yes, I don't see why high karate won't get you a bird. Only in the vintage presentation. Cow pad is used as fuel. Biomass. I think it's only fermented if you were constipated before passing it. Good grief. Who refers to their shit as product besides LV? I mean, LV they're just the worst. It has to be JPEG. It has to be a picture. You can't do GIFs, unfortunately. They also make poo-poo paper out of it and send it with a bottle of the night. They could do that. They don't, but they could. Hermes was doing poo-poo paper. Poo-poo paper is a real thing, friends. Poo-poo paper is a real thing. People may not believe it, but by God, it's real. There's a dairy farm locally that collects and converts cow poo into electricity. Some thick ass cow poo. I think they use it for biomass, because the thing is, you can do that. You can use it for biomass because it's all grass. It's vegetarian, so you couldn't use like human shit. Although, if you want the God's honest truth, what they do now is there is a place in Holland that takes shite from the sewers and pasteurizes it and then ships it around the world for fucking fertilizer. And it's fucking disgusting. I think they actually had to ban it in this country because it was cheaper than cow shit. My dog started rolling in cow poo when I walked him. I was like, what the fuck? That's rough. It's a methane gas process. Yes, there's a lot of methane in the old cow grunt. Magnesium deficiency is the reason dogs roll in shit, if I remember correctly. That is so mad. That's just so rough. Magnesium deficiency. It ain't worth it, cows. Just go without your magnesium, fuck's sake. What's the difference between colognes and aftershaves? Colognes have a very high alcohol content. Aftershaves don't have such a high alcohol content, though they do contain alcohol. Aftershave has a lot of like skin tonic sort of stuff in it, like stuff that's good for your skin. Whereas colognes, eau de cologne, eau de toilette, eau de parfum has none of that. All that is alcohol and fragrance and water. Denatured alcohol, distilled water, and fragrance. It's the difference between colognes and aftershave. At the end of the day, shit is shit. Let the Dutch sell their shit. I mean, shit. Rich, what do you think about that Argentina team? Fuck them. They are worse than sewer rats in every single game they play, every World Cup. This is what we have been saying about the Argentinians for decades. Well, not the Argentinians. The Argentinian football team, anyway. Fuck them. Cheating little antichrists. But yes, I mean, I'm so glad they got beat. I think the whole world wanted them to get beat in the end. Apart from Argentina. There was, to be fair to the manager, to be fair to Lionel Messi, to be fair to the head of their FA, their football association, they all came out and said Spain deserved to win. And they played better than us, and the best team won. And I got a lot more respect for them after that. The rest of the team can go and fuck themselves. I think the rest of the team behaved that way because they knew they weren't good enough. They knew they weren't good enough. None of those other players in that team, maybe with the exception of Martinez, the goalkeeper, are world class. Apart from Lionel Messi. Lautaro Martinez didn't play. He should have played more. God knows why he didn't. Julian Alvarez is world class as well. I've done him dirty there, yeah. Enzo Fernandez, no. Enzo Fernandez is a complete fucking shithouse. Real Madrid had to release a statement saying they weren't interested in Enzo Fernandez because he wouldn't leave them alone. He kept saying, "Oh, Real Madrid are coming to sign us. I'm signing for Real Madrid. This is what's happening." And fucking apparently Chelsea called up Real Madrid and said, "Yeah, what's going on with Enzo Fernandez?" And they were like, "We haven't got a fucking clue." So Real Madrid came out and released a statement and said, "We're not signing that fucker. Fuck knows what he's talking about." You know what I mean? Which was just fucking hilarious. Like, so he's gonna have to crawl back to fucking Chelsea. But Enzo Fernandez is just a total piece of shit. Like, total piece of shit. Racist, cheating thugs, Argentinian football team. Quite. What are your cats' names? Well, they're not my cats, unfortunately. They are my friend's cats. One is called Lionel, and the other one is called Max. Max the cat. Baymax the cat. I have no respect for Messi after he tried to get Cuckoo a red card for fully understanding what he says. Yeah. Yes, he tried to get him a red. He did try to get him a red card. I think everybody kind of saw through the veil at that point as well. Everybody saw through. Everybody saw through the kind of the bullshit. Like, I mean, Ronaldo. He's a piece of shit as well. Like, but I mean, if they'd both stopped playing after the last World Cup, I think everybody would have just been like, well, I think if Messi stopped playing after the last World Cup, everybody would have just been like, yeah, he's the best player ever, and there's no sort of thing after it. But again, after what he did for fucking Mark Cucurella, who's a shithouse in and of himself, he's I think everybody's kind of thought, ooh, that was a bit shit. Soccer is an intense sport. It's the volume of running. It's the volume of running and then the amount of thinking you've got to do as well. It's very much the hardest sport in the world because of all these little things you've got to do to such a high level. You know? And I'll tell you what it is. It's the most meritocratic. It's the most meritocratic like endeavor humans have embarked like humans have like established at the minute. Because I'm telling you, if there's a fucking 6-year-old kid playing on the back streets of Timbuktu, right? And he's got good touch and he's got good pace and he looks like he's got a chance. You can guarantee there'll be a fucking scout within 5 minutes of him being like, "Oh, you should train with these people," and then some more scouts will see them. There is absolutely a fucking there is absolutely a pathway from the very bottom to the very top, you know, in theory. Not just in theory, in practice, you know? It's crazy. And it's very easy to just get a football. It's very easy. You don't even need a football sometimes. You just get something to kick about with, you know? You don't need boots even. It's better if you have them, but you don't really need boots. You can play barefoot if you need to, you know? You don't need equipment. Jumpers for goalposts and shit like that. It's a brilliant thing. It's an amazing fucking thing. Like, your cat's friends are beautiful. They are. Lionel from Thundercats? Yes, that's him. I hate Real Madrid. Yes, we're all sick of hearing fucking Real Madrid's bullshit. Like, Ronaldo busy buying Bugattis and Jacob and Co watches. Yes, all that money just shows you can't buy taste. Which house has made better floral perfumes than Mall? Ooh. Some vintage Dior's. We've got some amazing florals in. girl on. Many old girl ons. Messi walks. Yeah, he's conserving his energy. He's like a year younger than me, man. Ronaldo's like a year older than me. Or 2 years older than me. The fucking little bastard. My boy played in full sun, 33 degrees out, from 9 a.m. to 2 a.m., 6 games. I would have died. I'm flagging just reading that. Mr. Muddles. Which fragrance best represents Brazil's style of football? I mean, Brazil have been shite for about 25 years now. So, historically, Brazil's football, you would like something fucking with a lot of flair. Something with a lot of, like, genius, skill. Maybe Eau de Hermes. I don't know. But the modern, I mean, the last 25 years since they won the World Cup in 2002, they've been shit. You know? I'm sick and tired of Messi, no matter how good he is. His fans are cult like. Yeah, absolutely. It is. It's totally ridiculous. ESPN did this show where they studied all sports to see what was the most physically taxing, and it was boxing. I mean, I can believe that, but it depends what your metrics are. It depends what your metrics are. I would argue that football is actually more cutthroat than boxing because of the amount of corruption that's in boxing. There's not as much corruption in football. And in boxing, you could say physically taxing because you're obviously getting punched in the head and the body. And you've got to have physical, demands. The physical demands are outrageous, no doubt. But I would say it's not as tough as being a professional footballer because you're boxing, you get a lot of downtime. When you're a football player playing at the very, very highest level, you're playing a game every 3 days. You know? And then you've got international football as well. You've got people flying all around the world and then coming back. It's mental. It's absolutely bonkers, like. Cooker was a big fragrance wearer. Check out the GQ they did with him with Spain's football team, and they're like what they like to wear for fragrance. Guerlain, Chanel, Marla's the best florals with synthetic jungle. There's a shit note in it, I swear. There was something animalic in it. Well, yeah, it does, yeah. It's got that massive, it's not jasmine, is it tuberose? Chanel, some nice flowers. Every time I listen to Cooker Ray talking about his son, I cry too. Yeah, it's rough. Bless him. He wasn't going to move to Madrid because he didn't know if they had the schools, like. And it's a massive thing for any Spain player to go and play for Real Madrid or Barcelona. A lot of people say that the Argentina versus Spain match was stage script. No, it's not. It wasn't. It just wasn't. It just wasn't, because I'll tell you one thing. If it was, Argentina would have won because he's FIFA's golden boy. He's the golden ticket. They want the superstars to do well and win. You know, they want the big names too because it gets money out of people to spend more money on merchandise. I heard Donald Trump saying something the other day about how he got Balogun like unsuspended basically. And he said like, oh, everybody wants to see like the best players playing for this. Yeah, everybody does want to see the best players, but if the best players fuck up, then I want to see them fucking punished. Like, what I really want to see is David versus Goliath. Like, I want to see fucking Cape Verde holding Spain to a draw. I want to see like big teams struggle, giant killings. That's what I want to fucking see. I want to see players like fucking Messi crying because he's fucking lost. Fuck that. You know what I mean? I don't want to say fucking like not fairy tales, but you know, like where like the people with the most money always get fucking their way. Fuck that. Fuck that. It's fucking shit. Boxing can damage your brain and you may not even notice because of those micro injuries. I mean, to be fair, it's not even micro injuries with boxing. You can get some devastating ones. Have you ever seen Ring of Fire? Ring of Fire is a documentary. It's on YouTube. It's a documentary about Emil Griffith versus Emil Perret. Fucking separated his brain from his brainstem. Fucked up. Physically taxing short-time football needs stamina and brain. Important question is which perfume represents the English team? Diaghilev smells like Grandad's aftershave from the 60s. English team, the English team now would be like a fucking, I don't even know what it would smell like. I don't even know. It'd be something shite. I can tell you that. Because we never fucking win anything. We're fucking born losers. Like when you saw how Argentina excuse me, when you saw how Argentina played in the final against Spain, right? It was disgusting. And yet we were winning 1-0 against Argentina, and Tuchel just fucking what he did there and what the players did. Unbelievable. Unfucking believable. Scandalous from the lot of them. So whatever perfume the England team's represented by, it's got a big, horrible bottle. Marathon running is a tad tricky too. Yeah, I wouldn't like to do that. Spain are technically and tactically a beast. They're amazing with possession and passing. Yes. Argentina are spreading the rumour that they were threatened with a 10-year ban, and that's why they didn't play well. I mean, that's total lies. I mean, to be fair, the manager said that they got beat fair and square. The Messi said they got beat fair and square, and the head of their FA said they got beat. It's the fans. The fans are demanding the final gets replayed. I mean, it's got 82,000 signatures. I mean, cope. You know. Doping enthusiasts organised the Tour de France. I entered the stream, first thing I hear is fucking shit. Welcome. How are you doing? Scent of the past. I hope you are well. Oh my goodness me. Please like the stream, friends. Please like the stream and become a member. Don't know about the English team, but Jude smells like Tom Ford fucking fabulous. A great player. Honestly, I don't like to pay too much attention to sports these days. I used to compete, but I have multiple sclerosis now. I can barely walk. Yikes. Well, I've got axial spondyloarthritis, so I know the feeling. It's taken me about 10 years to get back to the point I'm at now. Well, that the crazy blokes that run kicking and screaming from England only sail over here and name all of New England after the towns back in the mother country, bipolar fucks. Welcome, Christina. How are you? I was looking in shock when England went full defence mode in the 60th minute right after the score, so I wanted to lose. Yeah. Doing well, just came back from vacation. Another thing I wanted to add, American billionaires should stay out of the British and European football. They don't understand it. They want to turn it into business. That's what they want to do. It's awful. It's awful. It's not ideal, friends, I can tell you. It's not ideal. My blood sugar is very low. Very low. 3.1 is a bit low. Give me a few minutes. I need to do something. Oh! One. I need to take these tablets. Two. I need to have some sultanas. Three. I need to dehydrate. Oh shit. Come back. Okay. Sultanas. I'll be back. Hello. So, I'm back. I need to have more sultanas. My blood sugar's still going down. I'm at 3 now. If it gets down into the 2s, I shall have to stop the stream. Oh, fuck! My hands are not working. Oh, fuck off. Okay. I'm back. See if those sultanas sort me out. I shall have to leave. Good day, Sarah. Scent of the night is oud wood. It reminds me of rainy spring days. I love it. Still smells so unique despite its popularity. I never smelled anything similar. Not even the Oud Noir from, what's it called? Versace. I watched the final in a pub in Krakow. A lot of Argentina fans on the top floor, Spain fans on the bottom floor. Long story short, the drums and music of Argentina fans did not last long. Thank fuck. Yeah, it was. You know, I think there's a lot of people who watched that final, saw what Messi did to Cucurella, and then I think a lot of people sort of like regretted being glad that Messi had won it 4 years earlier. Tell you something else as well. I don't know which Portugal manager is going to be the one to have the balls he was born with and tell Ronaldo that his international career is over. He held them back. Roberto Martinez is a fucking footballing terrorist. Like, he has ruined two countries' chances of winning. Like, Belgium were in with a really good chance of winning the last World Cup, right? They really had the squad. And they were shite. And then he takes over Portugal, right? And I'm pretty sure he got the Portugal job because they knew that he didn't have the balls to stand up to Ronaldo, who has held back that country for a while now. You know, at least 6, 7 years. Like, him and Messi need to stop being boomers and just retire and fuck off. Like, hanging around taking up space. It's a young man's game. Argentina played dirty against Croatia in 2018. Holland in 2022. I remember them absolute dogs. Yeah. Street fighters. You know? British have been going on, well, say the British, the English, been going on about the state of fucking Argentina for, in an international footballing fucking way for a very long time, you know? I love how everyone in 2022 was cheering for Argentina and now they're hated. Yeah, I quite like that as well. It's as it should be. Like, I don't know, man. The rest of Portugal played like shit. They didn't play well. They didn't play well. You're right about that. They didn't play well. That's also Roberto Martinez's fault. But the problem that Portugal had is that they would do everything was built around trying to get Ronaldo to score. You know, everything was built around making Ronaldo look good, right? And it wasn't done in the same way that Argentina do it with Messi. One, because Messi's got a much broader skill set, right? He's much more of a playmaker, not just a goal scorer. And Ronaldo's not. He's the last person who kicks the ball before it goes in the net. It's all he does now. And he's a corrosive influence, Ronaldo. An arrogant fuck, like. But then it's very hard to stand up for fucking Messi now. But you're right, though. The rest of the Portugal team played like shit, and that was Roberto Martinez's fault. It was totally Roberto Martinez's fault. Fucking shithouse. Lord of Man is staying in your collection? It is staying in my collection, yes. It is. I gave my partial away to my friend, and I've got a new vintage that I opened and I'm using now. Tuscany per Womu. Welcome, Grissy. I need to find Beau de Jour and Fougère Platine to complete the trio. I already have the Fougère d'Argent. Beau de Jour is the best one. I've had, I think, all three in my time. Fougère Platine was quite an unusual fragrance. It's quite an unusual fragrance. It didn't have a lot of Fougère about it, but it had. What did it have about it? It had wormwood. It just made it strange. I liked it, but then I didn't like it that much. So I both liked it and didn't like it. Finally found a Queer Canage. Love it so much, much more than Queer de Russie. Yes. It is. It's fantastic. I much prefer it. I did sell my backup. I think the Mitra K actually. And Jardin Mousson. Ooh. Did you try the gingery spicy one? No. Will you do a comparison between the Beau de Jours? I'd need to get a sample of the modern Beau de Jour because I ain't buying it. I can tell you right now what it is though. The old one's considerably better. The vintage one's the private blend one so much better. It's like it's not even true how much better it is. It's fucking unbelievable, like. Will you do a comparison between the Beau de Jours? I found a travelling salesman who worked. Excuse me. I found a travelling salesman who worked for Lauder back in the day. He had a sealed 3-pack of vintage Lauder for men. Oof. I hope you bought all 3. Fuck. Mitra says best ginger fragrance. I'm not a big ginger fan. I don't have that many fragrances with ginger in. I'll be honest, I don't really care for ginger in fragrances. I'm struggling to think of one off the top of my head now. Yes, I did, Duck. I'm a glutton. With the vintage ones. Rich Tuscany per Uomo review soon. No, sorry, mate. I have a review every Thursday scheduled until after Valentine's Day. So there is that, mate. There is most certainly that. I'm sorry. There will be no Tuscany per Uomo review for quite a while, actually. I'm still in the stage of reviewing things that I've sold, like, and I've just backed this up again. I've got like 4 or 5 backups of this now. I'm absolutely fucking loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. Like, I'll tell you, I'm more like, I don't want to say concerned, but it's like there's lots of things I haven't worn very much of this year. You know, I think I might wear Tour de Hermes tomorrow. That would make orange 2 days in a row. Orange fragrance 2 days in a row, friend. Bleu de Chanel has a lovely ginger note. Envy for Men. Affleck. I just didn't care for Envy that much, if I'm being honest. Encre Noir Sport. Oh, that's such a good fragrance as well. I will never get rid of my Encre Noirs. They're so fucking good. Well, friends, it's been 2 hours and I must go. Reached the dizzy heights of, I think, about 64 or 65 tonight. And then dropped down to about 25 at one point. So that was strange. Anywho, thank you very much for watching, friends. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting. And for keeping me company. I'm away to try and raise my blood sugar levels before I die. And I will see you all again soon. What?